Welcome back to SourceFed, I'm William Haynes. Science may have gone too far again as a German man invented a valve that lets you shut off your sperm flow at the literal flip of a switch. The very small valve is actually less than an inch long and weighs less than 1/10 of an ounce. For those of you who don't know how much an ounce is, find the nearest grande Starbucks beverage and shove it up your butt because I don't know either. The valve is surgically implanted on the vas deferens, you know, the ducts that carry sperm from the testicles, in a simple half-hour operation. Okay, any surgery that takes half an hour, I don't believe in. If you're fixing me, you better be down there for hours. Did I not give this hospital tax money? Also, while you're in my sperm bank, can you withdraw all of it? Because I ain't trying to put no babies in this world. You think I need a bunch of little me's running around complaining about technology going too far? The switch can actually be reached by flipping it under the skin of the scrotum. Wolfgang Buham, spokesman for the Professional Association of German Urologists, stated, "My assessment is that implanting the valve could cause scarring where it meets the vas deferens." Hell nah, I don't like scars. You see what happened to Harry Potter when he got one. I got a scar on my forehead and now a snake man is trying to kill me.
I'm a snake.
Dude, I like your invention. I think it's a cool sounding idea and all, but there are already way too many things I have to monitor down there. As a man, I have to worry about my prostate getting too big. What if I'm trying to hit your sperm flow button and I accidentally hit the blow up prostate button? Especially since it was stated that the valve can become clogged over time if left in the closed position for too long. I forget to turn things back on all the time. This could go bad way too easily. And everybody knows if you get a woman pregnant with clogged up sperms, your kids will come out with Benjamin Button's disease.
You are as ugly as an old pot.
North Korea is known to be one of the strictest countries in the entire world. With close watch from their government, many moves that ordinary citizens would make often turn into life imprisonment, trips to internment camps, and even the death penalty. But their sister country, South Korea, could not be more of the opposite. It seems maybe even as a non-subtle act of rebellion, South Korea often stands for everything North Korea doesn't. For instance, the most famous person you may have heard of out of North Korea is Kim Jong Un, and the most famous person you may have heard of out of South Korea is Psy. Very different people. Well, now as Kim Jong Un's birthday rolls around, South Koreans have plans to turn on very loud speakers along the high security border. They plan to play rap and K-pop music, two of the loudest and most expressive genres of music there is. Everything the North Korea government stands against. To me, this is the best way to get back at fascism. Show them what they're missing out on. I like South Korean art because not only is it hyper expressive, it often stands for something. To the naked eye, Gangnam Style is just dancing and loud noises, but at the same time, it stands for freedom. How can a country that literally shares a border and half a name be so different to a place so close? The art proves that governments control everything we do. These speakers have only been used once in the past decade during part of August in retaliation for the maiming of 2 South Korean soldiers by DMZ mines. Because of that instance, North Korea was escalated into a semi-state of war that was subdued by talks at a border village where Kim Jong-un's officials agreed to halt the mobilization of forces on the condition that Seoul turned off the speakers. This is a different type of warfare because it's a different type of aggression. One that doesn't use bodies as pawns, but uses human weaknesses to further political and military action. Simply, this proves that music and sounds are one of our most powerful forces as humans. South Korea, if you really want to get on North Korea's nerves, play Pharrell's Happy for 24 hours and I bet they'll do anything you want. It's a catchy tune. We love it too much. I don't support propaganda, but they also play propaganda over the speakers, and it's also a smart decision because if there's anything Kim Jong-un is afraid of, it's his people finding out he isn't really God.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Who are you?
The biggest weakness of a lying giant as himself is truth. It's really hard to fight truth because as every dictator in recent history has seen, the people will find out. Except for some of those dictators, they totally get away with it. Living in Los Angeles is dangerous. I know New York gets all the aliens and monsters, but you know what we get in California? Earthquakes and bad plastic surgery. You know how scary it is walking down the street? Well, you have monsters too, but they're standing behind you at Starbucks trying to get a caramel macchiato, but they can't pronounce that because they got too many lip injections. In addition to that, a 3-month-old methane leak in Southern California has run us into a state of emergency. What? More things to worry about? In 3 months? What were y'all doing? Just waiting for a fire? Governor Jerry Brown has made the decision after requests for citizens of Porter Ranch to actually declare it a state of emergency. The methane leak has spewed huge amounts of hazardous gas for months, so he kind of had to. The community that's the source of the leak is in northwest San Fernando Valley, which is adjacent to Aliso Canyon, where the Southern California Gas Company holds an underground storage facility for natural gas. Okay, this is getting dangerous and close. Can we get some firemen in this motherfucker? Back on October 23rd, the company found a leak in a pipe a few hundred feet underground, according to the Los Angeles Times. This sounds like the plot to an amazing movie that should star Chris Pratt and John Krasinski. 2 American heroes save the city of Los Angeles after 80,000 metric tons of methane seeped into the air. Coming this summer. It's a box office hit, I already know. I want producer credit and 10% of the gross. And for those of you who are wondering, that's like burning 745 million gallons of gasoline. That could fill your car up for 2 to 3 million years. So what do you guys think about all this? Are you worried about the gas leak? Would you light a match on Ventura Boulevard? What do you think is the best way to non-violently get back at a fascist government? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm William Haynes.
Hello, I'm a white American male.
And I'm not.
Correct.
And I'm nothing.
No, you are a vagina. We've got a brand new comedy channel coming to you called Nuclear Family.
We are taking over the For Human People's channel.
Okay.
Big fat fatty.
No! No! No!
What are you doing?
You can expect that every week on the Nuclear Family channel, so go subscribe, goddammit.
Oh, shit. I'm afraid of heights.
You know what? I got over 100 negative comments.